Hello, I'm Deanna Stevenson, and with me is my friend Jean McArdle, who has a PhD in zoology and ecology and is a founding member of the Daffodil Garden Club. We have a story to tell about the efforts of the City of Salem, Illinois, and the Salem Gardening and Beautification Coalition to revitalize our city, and especially its downtown and parks. The coalition, of which we are a part, has been joined in our work by many hundreds of volunteers over the years, putting in many thousands of hours to assist in this important task. A relatively small city of less than 8,000 people in south central Illinois, Salem has experienced both good times and difficult ones. We are living through some of the difficult times today, the result of the current recession and the loss of major industries and downtown businesses.
How are we dealing with these situations? To put it simply, our town and we, its people, do not intend to go away. Instead, we continue to live our lives in the long tradition of Midwesterners. We're taking care of our homes and yards, trying to keep our businesses afloat, looking in on the elderly, reaching out to people in need, and shouldering an extra load as volunteers, boosters, beautifiers, gardeners, good neighbors, and partners with our city government.
Our story about beautification and revitalization in Salem has come to an end, with Mr. William Jennings Bryan himself giving us his compliments for the work the Salem Gardening and Beautification Coalition is doing.
Welcome to the Salem Central Community Garden. We developed this garden in Salem to help fight obesity. We have over 30% of our population that is above the national average in weight and BMI. We have a quarter or better of our population living in poverty. This garden is to allow people who do not have a place to garden at home to raise nutritious food to share with their family and hopefully with the poor. We're part of Plant a Row for the Hungry, and we ask that every gardener donate 10% of their produce to feed the poor. And people here are sharing, putting up produce, getting exercise, making new friends, and just enjoying being outside. We're so glad you joined us today.
My name is Tim. I live in Salem here. And this year is my first year to start the Asian gardening, and today I try to plant the Asian daikon and napa.
Okay, my name is Andrew DeLeo. I'm a retired investigator from the city of Los Angeles. I met Jackie 2 years ago at the community garden. A friend of ours had a plot that she couldn't maintain and we took over it, and we've grown to since then to 3 plots. It's been an enjoyable experience. The food that comes out of here is just fantastic. We actually had a friend of ours who found that we were doing this, and she wanted to start one in her community, which we're helping her. Jackie is helping her start a new one. It's been a great experience, and I've really learned a lot about gardening.
Hi, I'm Patty Emmerich, and I'm the diabetic educator at the local hospital here in Salem. And I got involved with the community garden through trying to teach people how to eat better and healthier. And one of the things that I noticed is that in this community, they eat a very highly processed, very conventional foods. And so when we're talking about vegetables, many times people didn't even know what a vegetable was. So when the community garden came up, this is one of the areas that I got involved with, and I participated by having my own garden here, and then I give out foods to some of the patients that come by and make sure that they know what a vegetable is, because what I'm trying to get across to the patients is that they need to eat more vegetables and less processed, less carbohydrate foods, more natural foods that have lower in sugar and lower in fats. And so that's how I got involved with the community garden.
We are the community gardeners!
Going to talk about the community garden program, where we work with the garden club here in Salem to grow and provide them with plants for the park around William Jennings Bryan. And it's kind of bloomed into a FFA project, community service project. Our greenhouse will be full by the end of the spring. What you see, and if you've looked at the community garden, about half of the plants that are there, approximately half the plants, a lot of the bedding plants were raised by students like yourselves. This morning we're here with Rhiannon Branch, and she's going to talk about a couple of the things that she likes to do, or her favorite parts of working with the community garden. Rhiannon?
I have helped start and vet the plants at the community garden.
Good morning. I'm Jane Marshall, the City Clerk and President and Coordinator of Keep Salem Beautiful. We are here in the new Salem Aquatic Center in Bryan Memorial Park. And I have with me Dash, the Keep Salem Beautiful mascot, and Rita Black, Vice President of Keep Salem Beautiful. As President and Coordinator of Keep Salem Beautiful, I'm very proud to carry on the vision of Peggy McLean, who, through her efforts, Keep Salem Beautiful was incorporated in December of 1983. Bryan Memorial Park oversees numerous events during the year. The tennis courts, the skateboarding, basketball events, many festivals and athletic events take place in this park. But one of Keep Salem Beautiful's largest cleanup events take place in this park and the nature trail just north of it. I would like Rita Black to talk to you about the Great American Cleanup.
Yes, each April of each year we coordinate with Keep America Beautiful for our Keep Salem Beautiful Park cleanup. This involves children from the grade schools and the middle schools. This past year we have involved the children in a design a t-shirt contest. Our park cleanup this year included like 175 people that were at the nature trail, downtown, in the park, and this truly brings all of our community together and shows that we are just one small part. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Gail DeVilbus.
Hi, and I'm Carol O'Day, and Gail and I are both members of the Daffodil Garden Club.
You bet. And today we came out, we're going to work on our planters, which we have to do on a regular basis.
Yes, I think the planters are beautiful, and every year they seem to get better. The design is better.
Yeah, we enjoyed working on them this year, Carol. One of the things is we went for a lot of bold color and plants that would spill over in like a waterfall of color. Yes. And with the lantanas, I'm sorry, but with the lantanas, they come out and they bloom so well at this time of year.
Right. I like the way they spill over on the sides and kind of soften all of the hard edges of the rectangular box.
I do too. We have the opportunity with the planters being so large to really have a lot of capability for the design.
Right. Another thing I really like is the way they brighten the streets and they reflect in the windows of the businesses.
Yes.
And they also just make the downtown more inviting.
They make it look very welcoming. I have a friend that works up at the high school, and she comments on them every day. I see her, how much she enjoys before she goes inside a building where there's no windows.
Welcome to Sweeney Corner. I became involved in the Sweeney Corner project when a landmark building in our town was condemned. This building, for nearly a century, had been the home of Sweeney Drug Store, where people came for their drugs and their sundries, for their nickel cokes, to get on the Greyhound bus, and much, much more. Demolishing this building meant that there was going to be a void at the corner of Main and Broadway in our town, right at the heart of the main intersection. The city formed a committee of businessmen and women and members of the Sweeney family to explore our options about the Sweeney Corner. After countless hours of discussions, we came up with a plan for the corner and a multi-phase design plan that was going to make this corner what it is today. When the Sweeney Corner was dedicated in 2010, we were all extremely pleased. In 2011, what I'm hearing from the community is that we're really proud of what we've accomplished and everybody's enjoying it.
I'm Roy Landers with Landers Towing and Collision, and we were approached by the Keep Salem Beautiful organization to help out with the recycling program. And we found this bin for them, had the doors cut in it, we painted it for them and hauled it in on our tow trucks and put it in place for them, and we were glad we could help out.
My name is Gene McArdle. I was a teacher for many years of biology, and now I've retired to Salem. And since I've come here, I've been involved with the Garden Club, and we have taken a great deal of effort to restore this original, somewhat neglected park section to its original pristine beauty. And I'm reminded of the poet's line, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." And that's indeed what we get out of this, is joy in doing it, and it is a joy that lasts year after year after year. This is certainly one of the most extraordinary gardens I've ever seen in a small town, particularly a town like Salem. And I hope we can continue to make it beautiful for years to come.
Hello, William Jennings Bryan.
How do you do, sir?
Actually, I just portray William Jennings Bryan for the Daffodil Garden Club. And I know that you're Gene McArdle, one of the fine people that works here.
Well, thank you,
keeping
sir.
my park straightened up. I'm really happy to see this garden develop. You might even say it's evolved.
Oh, yes. Well, we change things every year.
That's a good thing. Well, thank you so much, Gene. Thank you and all the Daffodil Club members that work on this garden.